check, check. All right, so just so you know, they're gonna start deleting the information soon. I'm pretty sure. So let's get it documented while we can. Now, Scott Ritter, just so you know, is actually a two-time convicted pedophile. Not saying that I understand what people might feel like he's set up, but the fact of the matter is that he was convicted. He actually admitted to actually trying to engage in some of this activity. And he said that it was, even though the girl identified herself as, well, actually, I think it might have been a guy, might have been a girl, but the online trap that was set for him, even though they identified themselves as a 15-year-old girl, he continued to talk to them and try to engage in sexual activity. And this happened not just once, but twice. And there's evidence of him admitting it. Now, it's hard to find, but he did admit to that. So let's take a look over here. Now, you see that he did some stuff in Iraq, but all of a sudden now he's being pushed. We'll look at the timeline on that as well. We'll look at, okay, so he was the subject of 2 law enforcement sting operations. There's, tried to set up a meeting with the girl posing as a 16-year-old girl. He tried to meet her, okay? And this happened again, right, as a 15-year-old girl. He exposed himself via webcam after the officer repeatedly identified himself as a 15-year-old girl. Okay. So the thing is that, right, like now all of a sudden he's being brought in to talk about Palestine and like all kinds of other things. Like, why? Right, yeah, like y'all couldn't find someone else to talk about these issues. You had to find Scott Ritter. Let's see who he's talking to. Dialogue Works, TRT World. Okay, interesting. And, there's actually a bunch of other people that he spoke to, so let's see who else. I don't really know these people over here, Steve Gardner, but I do know George Galloway. He's part of that whole, he's definitely associated with the Jimmy Dore network. And I stopped watching Jimmy Dore, but we're going to start looking through this particular thing, because that's really when he started to come out, right? 6 days ago. He's quite a lot on Dialogue Works for some reason. The military show. Okay, this is misguided. Okay, not sure that, right? So here we see Danny Haifong, and Danny Haifong is definitely part of the Jimmy Dore network. He's actually the chosen Asian American replacement for me, and actually, if we take a look at him, we can see that he's also involved with other people that are associated with here in New York and Korean Americans that are trying to replace me. So Danny Haifong is actually from Cambridge. He's the choice for the he's the selected choice for he's the choice for people. Okay, let's take a look at also Noda Tool, right? Yeah. Notice that Noda Tool, right? I've been to their live events and I can show the footage on this. This is actually on my channel somewhere. But okay, let's take a look at Danny Haifong. Okay, and 20 hours ago, featuring Scott Ritter. Wow, just earlier today. Wow, 20 hours ago. Okay. He has one 16 hours ago with Scott Ritter again. Okay, and yeah. Now it's been gone before that. Let's go to his actual 3 weeks ago. Wow, he's having it on repeatedly.
Greetings.
Okay.
This is Danny Haifong, and I'm an independent journalist and political analyst.
Yeah, this dude is messed up, bro. Like, okay, let's go to the oldest, right? Let's see, when's the oldest? They've been doing this for a long time. 2 weeks ago, featuring Scott Ritter. He had this guy on repeatedly 4 months ago, right? Yeah, featuring Scott Ritter. And this really starts, you're going to see he goes on a tour, right, 10 months ago, right? Yeah, okay. 7 months ago. Okay, so let's take a look at when this really starts. Is there a way to sort this by dates? That would be great, because I want to see when it really starts. That's really the key here. So, unfortunately, there's no way to really sort this by date, but let's go take a look, okay? 1 year ago. Okay, yeah, it was over a year, so 10 months ago, 4 months ago, 1 month ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Okay, so he's been on many times on this channel, right? And once again, his specialty really is Iraq. It doesn't have anything to do with okay. EU are pathetic lapdogs of the US. He's just doing like anti.
I think we gotta
stuff.
talk.
Okay. Okay. This is on Feb 17th, 2023. There's a timeline when Okay, so we're gonna take a look. Let's go look at some other stuff. Right, Feb 2023. Okay, let's write that down here. Give me a second. Okay, let me start. Okay, let me start new. Okay, yeah. We are actually consistently creating new. Okay, so here let's Feb 2023, right? Okay, is that when it starts? Okay, let's look at the other people. Scott Ritter, and there's gonna be who is it? Jimmy Dore. Okay, Jimmy Dore is really the one who will kick off this kind of thing. Okay, 6 months ago. Okay, this conflict end 5 months ago. Okay, 1 year ago. Okay, yeah, this is really. Okay, then we see guilty in sex case. Okay. Professor Danny Shaw. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So the Scott Ritter thing really appears 1 year ago. Where's the 1 year ago? Okay, here it is. Okay.
Hey everybody. Showing the record.
And Aaron Mate has. Okay, Scott Ritter is here. Okay, let's take a look at when this actually occurs. When's the date on this? Jan 3rd, 2023. Okay. So you can see that really once Jimmy Dore kind of sets the bar, and he was really encouraged to do this, I think, after making a deal with the LaRouchians, who've had Scott Ritter on many times. Okay, let's look at Scott Ritter and let's look at Sabby Sabs. Okay, definitely been on there as well. Okay, 1 month ago, 3 months ago. Okay, he's been introduced into their little clique right there. 2 weeks ago. Okay, let's just go to Sabby Sab's actual channel right there.
I want to get your opinion, Norma.
Can't stand. 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 2 weeks ago. Gavin Newsom busted. Who's Gavin Newsom? Okay. That name sounds familiar. I'm looking for Scott Ritter. Okay, it's gonna be about a year ago, so let's go to about a year, okay. She's being fed a lot of connections here. Her actual achievements as in terms of being an activist is they're trying to replace me with right there. She's also in cahoots with Jackson Hinkle. It's hard to tell because there's Richard Wolff, Ron Placone, Max Blumenthal. These are all part of the Jimmy Dore network. They're all working together, 100%. So it's hard to. Okay, 2 weeks ago. Okay, they are constantly pushing Scott Ritter, once again a 2-time convicted pedophile. And they're doing this really. Why did he get brought out? Because they're trying to make these. Let's look at when the sexual assault charges happened against Nick Brana. Sex assault. Okay, so this really came out 2 years ago. Okay.
I have status quo.
Feb 22. Okay, so Feb 22. Nick Brana gets in trouble. Okay, then soon after this, okay, let's take a look at Feb. Okay, let's do March. Scott Ritter. March 2022. Okay. Okay, let's see what else. Scott Ritter. Is that Steph Zamorano? Dialogue Works. Okay. Steph Gardner. Okay. There's a whole, there's a huge ecosystem of. I don't know about these people, Dialogue Works, but I can tell you that the Jimmy Dore network is definitely in with this shit. Okay. Let's see who else. Let's take a Revolution in Blackout. And let's take a look at Scott Ritter. Okay. Yep, joins Nick and CJ. Okay, this is gonna happen 3 months ago, and this is also probably damn, they running him hard. Okay, 3 months ago they have him on repeatedly. But it was before then. When did it really start? Let's go to their channel and take a look. Misty Winston, right? Yeah, part of their whole network. They are working together to try to establish control of, and actually, just so you know,
So the United Nations Security Council
Nick Bronner,
finally decided
Nico
to
House,
pass a
he's
resolution
disgusting, too.
demanding.
So the fact of the matter is that Misty Winston, Nick Cruz, they've been working together. They're definitely, yeah, it's disgusting. Marianne Williamson's part of their crew. Oh my god, did they use this video? Yeah? Oh my god, I've used that video too. It's disgusting, yeah. But they're silent about this stuff, and they're promoting the shit out of Scott Ritter. They're part of the problem, I'm telling you right now. But because they're black, they're going to be given a whole bunch of, legitimacy just on the face of it by white people who want to use black faces. But their treatment of other minorities really shows, and actually other black people too, shows what's really going on with this crew. They had Scott Ritter on before this. It's definitely, yeah. They started attacking Cornel West after Jimmy Dore had a problem with him, but there's certain things they're not saying. They're never letting me in. They cannot. All right, I have the first interview in history with Nick Cruz, the founder of this particular group. I have the first interview in YouTube history with this guy. Okay, Scott Ritter. Is there a way to sort by date? That would really be the best. No, it's unfortunate. Okay, well. Let's go actually to, I can do it like this. Okay. So if I go down to March, right, of 22, let's just keep scrolling down, because that's just really what it is, yeah? Matt Taibbi, he's in with them. They're all the people that are made people in this group, right? Yeah, Jen Perlman. She won't be on my show, but she's going to be on Revenue Blackout many times. This guy's given everything. This guy's the fucking Kevin Hart of this shit, for real. Yeah? They making thousands and thousands of dollars. Jimmy Dore. Yeah. It is a plantation, but they left me in the fucking trash. They still promoting this is controlled opposition. They still promoting Scott Ritter, because they end with the fucking they're in with the gatekeepers. 100%. Okay, let's go down to it's gonna have to be years ago. They're making thousands of dollars, this group. And they also pinged, 4 months ago, damn, we gotta go a lot. Well, we're gonna keep going. Because the evidence is there. People have to do work. They have to look for it. And people are too lazy to look for this information. And when the victim is someone who looks like me, they can't be bothered to do the work. Because they've been taught that Asian Americans are not victims. They've been taught that we've never suffered. So it doesn't matter what we've been through, that they cannot acknowledge it. They don't think it exists. So they have a resentment against us. And they justify our continued suffering. In fact, they want to make us suffer, right? They'd rather be friends with white people, like dead serious, right? And you'll see this again and again. They run to the white people with the money and the power. Also, right, yeah, hurting other black people, but they get to be somebody. Nico House. He's in with them. They talk about Crystal and Kyle. They can't talk about my work. They can't talk about the work of many others. It's a closed house. 6 months ago. Damn, how far do I gotta go? They used to back up Cornel West, and the day that they turned on Cornel West was the day that Cornel West had the problem with Jimmy Dore. Then they turned on Jimmy Dore because they know where their bread is buttered. The bread is buttered by the gatekeepers, a.k.a. Jimmy Dore. And now they're talking about, they seem like they're against them. They're not. It's completely controlled opposition. And everybody around this network has actually worked to Kashama Sawant, yeah. All the big names, right? Yeah, Jill Stein on here repeatedly. I'm telling you right now. Piss off with Cornel West. Get the fuck out of here. The first time Cornel West appeared was right after they made a deal with Jimmy Dore to kick me out. Cornel West was provided to this group as a reward for blackballing me. That's when the blackballing started. Dead serious. So is this 24? We got to go to 23. Oh my god! It really started in 22. They get access to Ajamu Baraka too. They get access to everybody. And it all started with. Let's go to the oldest, right? Yeah, let's go to the oldest. It used to be called Fred Hampton Leptis until Fred Hampton himself said, "What the fuck are you doing? You can't use my name once again." I said, Ron Placone, he's with him. Jimmy Dore, full segment, right? Yeah, this is really when 65, 46, 190, and as soon as Jimmy Dore joins, boom! You see how the numbers will leap right up? Yep. And when was the date on this? Right, yeah, actually, they made the deal before them, but this was actually right around 22. They had already made the deal at this point.
I heard him a little.
They had already made the deal. 2021, yeah, right, I know it was in 2022. In 21, they had already, and Jimmy Dore actually went on a tour at this point, right, like amongst all the YouTubers to try to get them together, and they really need to shore up against the grassroots. They use the YouTubers to squash the news about the People's Party, the volunteers who were crying out for justice, and you can see that they did not cover this, like, purposefully, right? Yeah. So you could see right here that once, right, 85, 46, this is like similar to my own views, right? They were like me, but as soon as they got, right, and then people will actually go see their oldest videos, but they were really kind of low. They had Ron Placone on. They were already, like, accepted in. But once Jimmy Dore came on, boom. Alexandra Hunt, right? Yeah, all the candidates loved them, like Killjoy Meg. They were also, I'm telling you right now, she was part of them too. She went on many times. Many times. Comrade Misty, I told you they're a crew together. Justin Jackson stopped showing up. And this guy, okay, yeah. Right, this guy's also on Sabby Sabs. They work together. He's also, right, he's never been on my show. He also went to show up on, what's his name? I talked about this guy and, Carl Jha. Right, another Asian American. Well, he's not Asian American, he's actually, I think, Chinese. But Charles Jha is not allowed to come on my show because of this blackballing, because of this crew that decides who gets to be someone and who doesn't. Also, Lee Camp, also definitely one of their crew. The Medicare for All, once again, it's doctors, not poor people, not whistleblowers, doctors that are part of the Medicare for All movement. Did Simon Biles go on the show? Wow, maybe, I don't know. Medicare, March for Medicare for All. Meanwhile, I was blackballed, and so was a man from the original, right? J.B. Font got to be there because he's been approved by the gatekeepers. Okay, let's go to my thing over here, right? Yeah, let me show you who they canceled. Yeah, Medicare for All. You can see this guy over here talking about Medicare for all right here. In fact, that's how the video
I
starts.
say more. I believe in Medicare for all.
This is Rodney Stone from the Funky 4+1, the very first hip-hop crew in hip-hop history to have a female member. This guy was on the Sugar Hill label, along with Sugar Hill Gang, Grandmaster Flash, the Furious Five. This is Superius, the Surgeon General of Rap. And myself. And we were all cut from the program, so all their gate-kept people would be allowed in. Ron Placone, again and again, he seems like, they're in solidarity against the workers. And then here we have, right, once again, Jimmy Dore 2 years ago, and he really went on a tour repeatedly. He also did Frank Analysis. Frank Analysis was bribed to actually sell me out in September 2021. Okay, let's take a look. But at this time, they'd already made the deal to cut me out. But then the thing is that, I was still making, a lot of, I was the grassroots. So it wasn't easy for them to get rid of me. So Jimmy Dore had to go and start to really make sure that they were not going to break ranks. And he went there, and he really made sure to bring them up. So you could see that they had 11,000 when Jimmy Dore showed up. Their numbers are trying to drop again. Ooh, well. Colin Radix. Oh, he's definitely part of them, right? Yeah. Who else is on their show, by the way? Eric T. What?
Everything is so terrible.
Eric T. Red. Who the fuck is this guy? JB Font, right? Yeah, Colin Radix. He's allowed in. They working with the gatekeepers, 100%. Let's go back to over here. Have they ever... They actually made some stuff on Nick Branham, but they will not actually talk about my work. They're punishing me for my... for actually confronting the gatekeepers. And once they make me go away, they'll reconnect the whole group, right? Yeah, Brianna Joy Gray, once again with this group, yeah. They're all allowed in. This is also, Tara Reid, also part of their group, right? Jackson Hinkle and Danny Haifong. Right? They're all together. This is a gate-kept society. Caleb Maupin. Okay, so the sex abuse of Caleb, the reason why they brought in...
This is my question. Where do you guys get these
Feb
weird...
722. The reason why they brought in Scott Ritter was to make the sexual abuse of Caleb Maupin and Nick Bronner okay. Before, right, when did Caleb Maupin's sex abuse happen? And when did, actually, it didn't happen that long after, Nick Bronner's bullshit, you know what I mean? Actually, there was a time, right, first Nick Bronner went down, then Caleb Maupin went down. So actually, they had already started to bring out Scott Ritter just a little bit for Nick Bronner, but once Caleb Maupin came out too, they really started to push into overdrive. Okay, when did this happen?
Realizing the truth about Caleb Maupin and contributing my statement to the document
August
exposing
23,
him for his
22.
abuse.
Okay, August 23, 22. Okay, and then we see right? Not long afterwards, when is it, September 2021? Oh, that's when Jimmy Dore is on his, Jimmy Dore is on tour. Secure, support by using YouTubers to silence the grassroots. Okay? You will also notice that they also working with now this lady named Renee Johnson, right? Yeah, to try to get rid of me, right? Yeah, to try to say that she's the one who took on Nick Brana, and they only talk about her. They cannot talk about my work. Renee Johnson cannot and will not. Neither will Zainab Day.
Oh, this is my question.
Why do they have on Caleb Maupin but not myself? What has Caleb Maupin really achieved as in terms of being an activist? Just gonna expose the shit out of this. But however, right, yeah, you'll see that Jill Stein goes on their show repeatedly, again and again. And let's see when this started. Rome meets with Jill Stein again and again and again. Jill Stein picked Peter Dow, okay, but she's still meeting up with them. She's still friendly with them, right? Yeah. Are they calling him out? But they're still friendly because they're permitted by the gatekeepers because there are certain things they will not do. Ryan Knight left the People's Party. Oh my God, is this fucking Jonathan Howe? They're trying to punish me, just like Haiti's being punished for being the ones who really, just like Korea's being punished for being the first to really push off Western imperialism. They are punishing me. It's fucking ridiculous. Every single person in the Andrew Yang staff is white. They don't care. Disgusting. Okay, let's go back to Scott Ritter. Because that's what really this is about, right? Scott Ritter. Who else did he go on? Okay. Frank Analysis. Oh, this is hilarious. This guy used to be my boy. I'm sorry. He sold out too, man. Oh, did Frank Analysis take it down? I think he took it down. He got too embarrassed. Well, it's out there. Okay. Who else? Oh, Misty Winston. I'm sure he was on the show. Where Misty? What? Misty, I know you had him on. Look, they already started taking him down. I'm telling you straight up, yeah. Behind the scenes, I've been banging the walls. Let's take a look at Misty Winston. Okay. They're already starting to remove some of the materials. Yes. Okay, David Rovick's Revolution Blackout. She had her own show. What happened? Do dissidents, right? Yeah. This is definitely Chrissy Mayer. She's also in with the whole. She's definitely part of the whole Jimmy Dore crew. Let's look at Chrissy Mayer. Yeah, like I'm telling you right now. Chrissy Mayer, Jimmy Dore. Oh, she's also a stand-up comedian. Yeah. Exactly. Kurt Metzger, right? Kurt Metzger is kind of like Jimmy Dore's right-hand man. On repeatedly. Okay? They have to show fealty. The same way this whole, do dissidents. Okay. What happened to your own show, Misty? They would have many of these kind of,
Chrissy, did you hear about?
They have repeated, like, anybody in this whole network, right? Yeah, all these panel discussions that they had, not just, they all had commands not to ever platform me. So, anytime you saw Revolution and Blackout have a panel discussion, anytime Sabby Sabs had anything, they never, for 3 years, they locked me out of everything. They worked together. They also promoted, Hardlands Media. Another group promoted the shit out of the same bullshit, yeah? Actually, Hardlands Media, I'm pretty sure, would have
This
stopped.
debt, this destruction.
Global news impacts us.
We have to change the way we...
Church of Boston. What is going on here? Let's go to Heartland Media themselves. It's almost their very first thing is Jimmy Dore.
dead.
I'm telling you, a lot of people don't want to believe that he's the problem. I'm telling you right now, because he has 1 million subscribers. That's how whack these people are. That's what makes them sell out. Combo Couch, Fiorella, they definitely in with them. Strangely, I don't see Scott Ritter on this channel. Supreme from Wu-Tang came out against this event, just so you know. They still have him up there. That's interesting. Who else was Scott Ritter on? Well, he's definitely on Diane Sayer a lot. And Diane Sayer was also given a deal to get rid of me. Alright? Okay. That's why Jose Vega is being pumped up in this world right now. On repeatedly. Right, yeah. Cynthia, Scott Ritter, and Diane Sayer getting together. Scott Ritter, Diane Sayer, Jeff Young, right, getting together, right? Yeah, that's why Jeff Young sold me out too. To be with Scott Ritter, I'm sorry to say, right? Yeah, they could have anybody. Anybody in the, and they would legitimize him as a deal for, Danny Haifong again, yeah. Not, right, even if he was set up, right, why are they endangering the entire, anti-war movement, right, yeah? To have a 2-time convicted pedophile on. You know why? Because they're trying to make the sexual abuse of Nick Brana and Caleb Maupin and normalize it. That's how disgusting it is. That's how these elites get together to protect their own. Oh, let me go. Danny Haifong. There was another chick that they had on. Oh, did they take it? No way.
Greetings. This is Danny Haifong, and I'm an independent journalist.
Yep. This is a group from New York.
And country.
Riley Park. Oh my god. They're working with the People's Forum. They're working with Brian Becker to determine who gets to be someone in the anti-war movement, and they decided that it was me. They knew that I was making a lot of problems. They wanted to have a Korean on, and they chose Riley Park, Joo-hyun Park. Now they keep trying to fill out new ones. Now
Greetings.
People's
This is
Forum
Danny
has their
Haifong,
other ones
and
they're bringing on now too. It's disgusting. Caleb Maupin. Okay, this definitely happens. Okay, he spoke at the CPI convention. Not a surprise. After the Rage Against the War Machine, he spoke at the reception. Exactly, right? Yeah. And this is where Tulsi Gabbard was there. This is where, you know, once again, the Rage Against the War Machine was really there. A sponsor was CPI, and they actually brought in Scott Ritter. Caleb Maupin videos. Caleb Maupin, right? Yeah. Caleb says, I'm not a sex criminal. They just do this to all of us. Wrong. Who else? Okay. Scott Ritter. Who else? Nick Brana. Talking about Roger Waters, Music and War. They're also together, just so you know, Scott. I know a lot of people love Roger Waters, but Roger Waters is in bed with the Susan Sarandon, the Katie Halper, and they're a little team together. And they're actually, it's just disgusting. They already started to clean it up somewhat, yeah? The Nick Brana definitely was, they're pawning them out to new frameworks here. Before they can have someone like myself who's working with, you know, rap legends, who's working with, let me just show you my stuff real quick, yeah? Okay, these people do not have my body of work. Working with, I had the only, you know, third-party independent candidate forums in 2021 election cycle here in New York City. I got to the candidates across the nation in the 22 election cycle. This guy's actually taken on police corruption. This is Jeff Young, who decided to go with the media access people, I'm sorry to say. This is me exposing the MPP, which is why I'm being punished. This is Muti Ojamu Saber, one of the longest wrongfully incarcerated men in the nation's history. This is Caitlin Supposedly Belknap, who actually erased her history with People's Party. No one's holding Nick Brana or Jimmy Dore accountable. The Assange crew here in New York decided to platform Nick Brana. Where is that video? Here it is, right, yeah. After, 2 years ago, you'll see that I spoke literally telling them that I forced them to bring Assange to the issue. My speech says I forced them to talk about it.
Keep up the good work, man. God bless. Thank you so much. So, this is DJL7 coming up the street.
This is before they canceled me.
Hey, folks, what's up? Nice to see you today. I'm here representing a couple organizations moving for a People's Party from New York. And if you look it up, I forced them to kill Assange. I will not allow Assange to go silent.
That's right. I forced them to, over the interference by Nick Brana. But then they kicked me off and brought on Nick Brana. They rewarded the people that held the Assange activism, down the way of Assange activism. See?
In May of
I'll show you right now.
After lengthy conversations with
Here's
ex-volunteers who were smeared as bad faith and assets, again by the likes of Jackson Hinkle and Jimmy Dore. Turns out
Roger Waters, I told him Randy Credico and Nick Brana's right there on the list of speakers. Before it was open speakers, but then they closed it off. They don't want you making too much progress on these issues. If you do, they shut you down.
these activists were 100% correct, and so were
Is
we.
Scott Ritter here as
Actually
well?
had the balls to report on this. And the journalist that ran cover for Nick Brana and ignored the
Lee Camp, the whole MPP, Hardlands Media, Nomiki, Convo Couch, Action for Assange. That's Misty Winston. I have to see what happened to Action for Assange, Yeah? I wonder. We're going to take a look at that in a moment, But you see that,
the real work, trying to break the duopoly and elect real candidates, which MPP,
People's Party's purging staff, board, open grievances. Yeah.
which has existed for 5 after line and
Nick has been stealing money, sexually exploiting staff, running a smear campaign on those who have exposed him.
to announce our slate of candidates.
All the money they're collecting, they say, oh, there's no money in this. No. There's a lot of money. But the money's all being taken by these fucking assholes. Let's go look for Action for Assange again. They do exist, okay.
The U.S. administration is...
Misty Winston should be here. Why is she not coming up in searches? Nico, Johnny. Yeah, Misty Winston's here. This is 2 years ago. Yeah, she really came up from this group. Yeah? Jason Burmis, Alex Hills. Yeah, here's Misty Winston again. Here's Misty Winston again. It didn't come from the original search. By the way, when I talk about the person who actually I said that Christy Duff, who was related to Dak Rouleau, was pressured to have sex with higher ups. Here's the guy right here that she was pressured to have sex with. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Jason Burmis, by the way, also does a lot of work with not Panquake, the other one. He probably promoted that as well. That's another scam. But Rockfin, this Rockfin shit. Oh, Rockfin. No, I'm telling you, that shit is a fucking... It's disgusting. It's another closed circle. So, when I look for Misty Winston, it's interesting she does come from the searches, Let's see if... I wonder if Scott Ritter ever showed up here. It'd be interesting. It seems like they've taken down a lot of videos, actually. Well, he spoke at the Hands Off Assange rally. Exactly. Action for Assange. They're working together. This was 1 year ago. I'm telling you straight up. Plus a conversation with Rage Against the War Machine organizer Nick Brana. Yo, I'm telling you, and Sabrina Salvati, they're together. Sabrina, Nick Brana, okay, they're working together. Okay? Now they're trying to pretend like they're separate because they're being exposed, but they're trying to protect the people that they have in place. AKA Sabrina Salvati. Oh, you know who else spoke here? Jill Stein. Revenue Ann Chambers. Matt Ho. Yo, he sold out. Randy Credico. I'm telling Eliza Blue, things didn't work out with her. John Kiriakou, look, he may be legit. They wrapped him up into the bullshit. Hands off Assange. Let's take a look. Hands off Assange. And let's see, Jill Stein. They've been working as a little crew, for real. Massachusetts Peace Action. Their Peace Action, by the way, also does not respond to me either, even though supposedly involved with the Korean American stuff, right? Yeah. Jill Stein was at one of these things. Let's see Jill Stein Sabby Sabs Assange. Jill Stein Assange. Status Quo. I'm sorry to say, they're also working. Status Quo is also blackballing all my work purposefully. I may force my way into this space, but oh, here it is. Yeah, you see the same background. News to Share covered this.
Thank you so much for. Here really is a mic.
Chuck Zlatkin, right here. Yeah. Saturday's rally. What was the name of this rally right here? You can see the same background. The same background as before, right? Yeah, these guys are from New York. That's how they got them sucked into the bullshit. And then they invited Nick Brana. Nick Brana got in the way of Assange activism. It's a scam. It's disgusting.
Next we have Scott Ritter, who is a former...
Yep, Scott Ritter and Jill Stein was here too. The same background. Look at this, right? Yeah, for some reason they don't have Jill Stein there. They're starting to modify, right? They're starting to... Where is Jill Stein in the pictures? They are changing. Opinion. They are changing history right now, and Jill Stein's still refusing to meet with me. She's refusing to talk to me, even though supposedly she knows about this. Let me show you another thing right here. Like, she won't call him out, but I'll show you the text messages that I got with that happened earlier with Christine Khalil. Right? Yeah. Stop the threats. Shut the fuck up. She has left the Rage Against the War Machine once she learned the truth. Why isn't she calling anybody out then? So the victimization can continue. She's not going to get in the way of the money. You can't threaten or bully people or expect them to welcome you. You mean, like, threaten them, like, in terms of exposing this Scott Ritter bullshit? Threatening as in terms of, I will protest your events and I will disrupt them if you continue to play this gatekeeping fucking games? People are legitimately scared of you. Good. They won't go near you. I can't blame them. You gotta threaten them. You're goddamn right. Yeah, I will expose all the shit out of... I will expose the shit out of them. Right, yeah? They're introducing pedophiles into the movement and greenlighting them. Meanwhile, they're suppressing others.
All right, next up, we have...
Sabrina's with the gatekeepers, 100%. 100%. She's a featured speaker. And they made her an organizer. Why? What has she done for Assange? She's their chosen one. She's their Kevin Hart in this. What? Why didn't they put up Jill Stein? She was there. She's a big draw. Weird. They be having little fights amongst each other too, but one thing they are in solidarity against is the workers of their own movements. They're in solidarity against the grassroots. They might have little spats with each other that they... Hell no, right? Yeah. That when I am grabbed by the fucking throat. Okay, when I'm grabbed by the throat at this event, right? Yeah. Have you seen any footage of this? When they grab me by the throat?
No. I can't interact with her. No, you never grew up in the same. There was a... Can I just finish? Can I finish? I just want to talk to you. Please. All I want to say is, look, you don't have to... Let me talk.
Oh, no, this is after, yeah. This is after they tripped back.
You ain't got to say nothing.
Yep. I'm telling you right now. This is garbage. This is not covered. They can do whatever they want to me. and they'll just erase it from the footage, the same way as the Korean suffering, the same way we starved, we experienced the fucking war. You have no idea how much violence I've seen. You have no idea. None. You have no idea how much violence I've endured. None. Zero. Because y'all pretend like it never happened. And instead y'all are platforming a fucking 2-time convicted pedophile. I'm expose this whole shit. I'm threatening people, I'm threatening them to expose the whole bullshit. I'm gonna tear the whole fucking shit down. This is bullshit. No. Y'all are installing new leaders in the movement to take over the Korean American, to determine how far the movement's allowed to progress before getting shut down. You platforming people that are getting in the way of Assange activism to make sure that whistleblowers never get justice, to make sure that the money stays in your hands. Y'all are disgusting. Christina, what you doing about this? Right, yeah? They haven't blackballed you? Out of all the groups, once again, right, from Revolutionary Blackout to everybody they was around, right, Ron Paclone, Lee Camp, right, yeah? None of them covered my work. Any of them? None of Status Quo. None of them covered any of this. It's not blackballing, really. What do you call it then? They pushing, what's his name, Colin? Colin got me blackballed from Blue Moon Red Wine. Is she still making stuff? I couldn't be on her panel because Colin got in the way. Oh, did she take it down? She took down a lot of her videos. She put a lot of work into this thing called, she had some kind of like school loan summit, which was cool actually, but I was eliminated from that event because the gatekeepers told her to take me off. Ask her, Lucy. Go ahead. Then you took that down. That was a good panel. Maybe you took it down because you knew I was blackballed. I don't think that you would take it down because y'all blackballed me. Y'all have normalized it so much. My blackballing. And as you make this guy a star, you put him in position to victimize others. Am I right or am I wrong? Y'all could platform anybody. Why are you platforming this guy? I'm not saying, right, yeah, he deserves to be, like, destroyed or anything like that, right, yeah? I mean, he is a pedophile, goddamn, you know what I mean? He's trying to set up meetings with self-identified 15 and 16-year-old girls. I mean, yo, the dude is a predator. But y'all making him a star. Why? You're goddamn right I'm threatening people. I'm gonna expose them. I'm gonna tear this whole shit down. Not you, though. Yeah. Let's vote for you. Are you kidding me? If you are nice, they would help give you a platform to speak. Wrong. You think I didn't ask before? No. Is that all it takes for Scott Ritter to get on board? Was he nice to you? Was he nice? Is that why he's getting platformed by all this shit? All you gotta do is be nice, and it doesn't matter if you're a pedophile. Let's look at my body of work again, right, yeah? I'm actually helping people with disabilities, right, yeah? We actually went to testify at Albany. That's my friend Mark. We actually went to, we're working on legislation. We're protesting National Action Network, right, yeah? This is back in 22. We actually got the New York State Disabilities Advocate restored after a month of protest in front of City Hall. And that was really, I have to give credit to Mark Zafman. It was really more his work. But I was a part of it, and I documented it. There's still work going on now, right now, that I'm trying to help with that, but fuck that, right? Yeah, these are some of the longest wrongfully incarcerated men in New York State history, taking on the Queens District Attorney. These are This is dangerous work right here. Not going to get no help. Exposing that I called the Queen's DA's office, right? Calling popular YouTubers like Joe from After Prison Show, getting support, right? Even playing a part in Sean Bell's documentary, right? Here at the exoneration with the Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother. Yeah. It's not the only one I'm helping, by the way. How about this old black lady who's getting beat up by corrupt people attached to the police? Not all police are bad, but look. She's getting. You see how there's black and blue marks around her? You see this? She's getting beat up. When is Revolutionary Blackout ever doing any work like this? When are they helping people like this? They're not. I want to shout out my man Muti. Thanks again for helping me, man. He's helping me call out their bullshit. I've interviewed over 90 candidates, asking each one of them if they support. I think it was 60, yeah. Asking each one if they would support the freedom of Assange. Same thing for Dacrolo was canceled as well. Public housing advocacy. I just went to a fundraiser with it may be the first tenant association president of public housing to ever run for a state assembly, for an office that high. Here I'm meeting with another former tenant association president. There's another tenant association president for public housing who attended this meeting right here. And also I'm trying to address people that are going to be imminently being evicted. Yeah? Supreme from Wu-Tang called out your bullshit and lies. Y'all didn't cover that at all. Here's me testifying in front of at City Hall on what's going on in public housing. Right, yeah?
Today there was this document that was presented. I don't know who this book.
When is this group again? Right here, they're talking about kids are all right. Hollywood loves Israel, Kiss Butler, Gabbard, and more. Right? Yeah, and not saying this is all bad. Right? Yeah, but they're not hands-on on actually helping people like me. Instead, what they're doing is the reason why they're big. Right, yeah, because they're pushing Scott Ritter. They sit in they're studio activists. Straight up and down. You won't see anybody grabbing them by the throat. No. You won't. So the Scott Ritter thing, just want to capture some of it. Ron Placone. Okay, let's see if he's on League Camp. They're starting to get rid of it now, huh? Interesting. League Camp, yep. Okay, not a surprise. Yep. I wonder if he were ever on Jackson Hinkle. That would be interesting. It's possible not, but it's possible too, yeah. Jackson Hinkle went into another sphere of things. Yeah, he went more with the suits. Yeah, he's in a different sphere right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if that actually did happen. But Jackson Hinkle was made with this community, and then he kind of like leveled out of it. He leveled out. He now he's with Piers Morgan and stuff. He's no longer. He doesn't have to mess with these cats anymore. So I think he's leveled out of this particular sphere. The Real News Network. Who is these people? Real my ass. Well, they got a blackface now, so I guess it's real. They're talking about union stuff, so I guess it's real. Yeah, really sold out. How about that? They had him on a... Well, okay. 15 years ago, okay, I would say this is more... 15 years ago, I'd say this is actually fine then, okay? But if they bring him back, it's weird, right? Your expertise is in Iraq, not Ukraine, right? And this may have been... He was actually convicted and arrested for trying to create pedophilia, but okay, back Blumenthal and Chris Hedges report. Yeah, Max, let's look at Black Blumenthal and
now you talk about
oh yeah, this lady's from Workers World. I know her. She's from New York City. Workers World has they're not helping me. I've asked them many times for help on this. They're not helping. Scott Ritter, Max Gray Zone. I would be, yeah. Community Church of Boston. Damn, just let him in the church, man. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, just invite him to your church. This is so legit. It's disgusting. I think that RFK has stuff at the has did stuff on Epstein Island. I think that's why he's going for Israel. I don't think he's allowed to go any other direction, otherwise they can expose the stuff. So some of the I know Misty Winston. There's no way Misty Winston can do stuff with Scott Ritter. Let's go Sabby Sabs. Maybe we did some Scott Ritter. Okay. Okay, so yeah. You are part of the gatekeepers, Sabby. How does it feel to do these episodes, yeah? Disgusting. Oh yeah, see, this is my Tucker probably called him out on his bullshit, but oh, now you have management. Wow. It's fucking garbage. Oh, let's just see if it's tied to RT News, by the way. She used to advertise that. No, they deleted that too, to an extent. But she was actually used to advertise her ties to RT News. In fact, she may not have deleted all of those. Let's go and take a look at the oldest, yeah. Good, she still has the old stuff up. They're gonna start deleting them. The activist number 3. Wow, he's an activist, huh? Y'all mad funny. Oh my god, Frank Analysis. Yep, he got invited in. Where's the RT News stuff? One later, yeah, okay. Nah, okay, let's see. Three years ago, Savage Joy, yep, part of them, Awkward. Yep, I told you, Awkward replaced actually the original Black Man, right, yeah? Pioneer of rap. Yep. Where's the one where they started to, 2 years ago? Issues, okay. Nico House definitely in with them. So yeah, access to a crystalline. Where's the actual helping people, right? The class issue, follow the money. Chris Hedges, right? Yeah, talking about the popular, famous people. Where is her body of work actually helping poor people? Her body of work is talking about other rich, famous people in this ecosystem. AOC versus Fox, Joe Rogan. Have you ever helped people with disabilities? How are we helping black people?
First and foremost,
whereas the party is more populist and has.
Nick Bonner went on her show because she's safe. Kim Iverson, Marianne Williamson, Chrissy Mayer, I think that is, right? Yeah? And Jamie from KRTD Media. They tried to create, they all were offered deals. Caleb Maupin, it's disgusting, yeah? Okay, I think she took down all the stuff with RT News.
So
they had this more intricate, kind of intro which featured her on RT News, but she probably took it down. They like to erase a lot of evidence of their previous bullshit, but sorry to say, there's a lot of bullshit going down. So, who else? Scott Ritter, Katie Halper. Oh, almost definitely they did something together. Assange expert gives urgent update. You got in the way of Assange activism, Katie Halper. At MIT 2002, really? 5 years ago, okay. That's before this, interesting, okay. I'm positive they had her on, but there's no way, yeah. Okay. Now she's an Assange activist. She literally got in the way of Assange activism. I'm not lying. It's disgusting. Helping poor people, that's for suckers. Disabilities, fighting power, taking on the Queen's DA, helping subway artists, releasing the voter data for free to the public, helping little old ladies getting beat up. They don't actually help people. They make videos about the angst of middle-class people that caters to their sensibilities and their priorities. I'm gonna check the chat. Apparently there's 2 people watching. Artists. You got something to say? We're gonna see. 1 watching. Waiting for the chat to load. Okay, no comments. Okay, so once again, right, yeah. If you're nice, it doesn't matter if you're a pedophile, you get on these shows. But if you are actually, right, yeah, threatening the status quo and the power, if you are threatening to hold people accountable, and you're threatening to expose them, then, you know, you gotta be canceled. By all the shows, not just one. They actually will tell other YouTubers, like Blue Moon Red Wine, they will actually instruct them. Once I'm scheduled to go on the show, if they found out about it, they will say, you know what, we need you to take that guy off the program right the fuck now. That's exactly what's happened for years. Frank Analysis was told multiple times, yo, DGL7, we know at first he was giving him props for revealing stuff, but we need you to get him off the program. And if you do, Jimmy Dore's gonna come on your show. All these other people, right, you're gonna start being, you're gonna have access to these other people. And they made the trade because I'm expendable. The first black coordinator of MPP had my back. His name was Otis Buckley. Then they made him sign NDAs. Then they got rid of him. Then they found new black people that would be willing to sell me out. Y'all disgusting.